You're an unemployed person who stays at home. You should pack up and leave.
She was trying to kick me out. My parents nodded along. What were they thinking? But I had had enough. Fine. The next day, I finished all the procedures and moved out. My sister-in-law panicked.
Why did it come to this?
But it was too late. They should regret making me angry. My name is Mia. I'm a 32-year-old remote worker. I currently live with my parents and brother, making it a family of 4. My brother moved out once he got a job, but he returned home after the house was fully renovated last year. Since then, we have been living together as a family of 4. However, it seems like my brother will be moving out again soon. This is because he is getting married. Once he gets married, he will rent a new room with his wife. I was thinking about our life as a family of 3. With one less person, my burden will be reduced slightly. I think I can continue living as I have been. That's what I was thinking about.
Hey, Mia. Hurry up and make breakfast.
Geez, this kid can't do anything without being told.
Today, too, the day began with my parents nagging. They always make me do things for them. Even though I tell them I'm working, they don't listen to me at all. They just tell me that an unemployed person should do housework. So they push all the housework onto me. That's why I have to do housework in between work. The general flow of my day is to make breakfast for my parents every day, do laundry for 4 adults, and finish cooking dinner by the time my brother comes home from work. During that time, I also have to clean the bathroom and toilet, so it's quite hard. And my parents keep complaining about everything, so it's not just physically tiring, but mentally exhausting too.
You're being supported by Michael, so you should do this properly.
That's right. Aren't you ashamed of yourself at 32?
My parents, who have decided that I'm unemployed, keep berating me every chance they get. No matter how much I tell them I'm earning money while working from home, they don't believe me.
You're just playing on the computer, aren't you?
If you could make money doing something like this, no one would have to struggle.
Something like this. I'm trying pretty hard, you know. My parents have always doted on my brother. He was good-looking, cheerful, and always the center of attention. As a result, he had many friends and was popular with relatives and neighbors. On the other hand, I was introverted and often unable to express my feelings, so I had few friends. That's why my parents only praised my popular brother. My brother was good at getting what he wanted and knew how to win over our parents. He was given everything he wanted. I worked hard and got good grades, but my brother, who had lower grades than me, was always praised. They would say things like,
You did 2 points better than last time.
You're a genius because you got the difficult questions right.
They were indifferent to me and always told me to not cause any trouble. So when I was young, my heart was rotting away, but my brother was the only one who recognized me.
Actually, you're the genius in this house. I think you'll be more successful than me in the future.
Really?
Yeah, so support our family in the future.
I was happy to hear that from my brother, so I studied hard. My brother often relied on me and I helped him with his homework. Every time he thanked me, I realized how happy it was to be relied on by someone. So I didn't mind that my brother was the only one being praised. I just kept doing what I could do, and when my brother asked for help, I supported him with all my might. That's how I spent my days. I was happy that my older brother was getting married. I was looking forward to meeting his bride and wondering what kind of person she would be. When my brother brought his fiancée, Sarah, to meet us for the first time, I was impressed by how beautiful she was. They were a perfect match, a handsome couple. However, there was something that bothered me. Sarah didn't look at me much. She didn't try to talk to me. I'm also shy and don't usually initiate conversations, but it felt like she was avoiding me. My parents treated my brother's fiancé with the same respect as they did with my brother, because they loved him so much. It became a world of just the four of them, and I was left out and felt awkward. Well, that was fine because my brother's fiancé wasn't going to live with us. That's what I thought, but even after the wedding, my brother didn't seem to be leaving the house. In fact, his wife came over with a large suitcase.
I'm counting on you from today on. Nice to meet you, Mom and Dad.
Yes, nice to meet you, Sarah.
I was speechless watching my parents and my brother's wife interact. I immediately pulled my brother to his room and asked him, "What's going on? Aren't you two going to rent a place to live?"
No. Sorry. We spent all our money on the wedding and honeymoon. We're in pretty bad shape financially. Besides, we just renovated this house a year ago, so it's still new, right? So Sarah said she wanted to live in this beautiful house anyway.
So you decided without consulting me?
No, I was going to tell you later, but things got hectic.
I couldn't believe that my brother had decided to live with us without consulting me. I thought he was the only one who recognized me. It made me angry that things were decided without my knowledge. And my parents treated my brother's wife with the same respect as they did with my brother, making it a world of just the four of them. I was left out and felt awkward.
Hey, hurry up and bring tea. Sarah is here.
You're really useless and dull, aren't you? It's embarrassing in front of Sarah.
It was more embarrassing for my parents to say such things in front of my brother's wife. But she laughed when she heard my parents' words. It wasn't a wry smile, but a mocking laugh. I had a gut feeling that she was the same as my parents and wouldn't believe anything I said. I was worried about my future life. Instead of having one less person, I had one more, and it was someone who would make my life difficult. It seemed like it would be even harder to work. And as expected, it turned out the way I thought it would.
Hey, Mia, I want a caramel macchiato with extra whipped cream.
Oh, really? I knew what my sister-in-law was trying to say, but I decided to ignore her. Then she clicked her tongue and glared at me.
You're really stupid. I told you to go buy it right now.
I can't. I'm working.
What? Working? You're just playing with those anime characters, aren't you? If you're going to lie, come up with a better one. Just go buy it already. I'll tell your mother and father.
That's how my sister-in-law threatened me. My job is to create 3D character graphic designs, and I'm also responsible for designing game characters. Although it's a similar genre, I get various jobs, so I can earn quite a bit. But even if I explain it in detail, my sister-in-law probably wouldn't understand. When I ignored her and worked, she told my mother as if she was tattling on me. My mother came into the room with an angry face.
Hey. What are you trying to do, making Sarah cry?
What? Make her cry. When I turned around, my sister-in-law was pretending to cry. It was obviously fake crying, but my mother seemed to be easily fooled.
Go buy what you were asked to buy right now. You're unemployed, so do something useful.
My mother yelled like that. If I've been disturbed this much, it's faster to just go buy it. I thought so and reluctantly went to buy a caramel macchiato.
You should have gone to buy it right away. You're really stupid. Can't you work, rather than saying you're not working?
That's how my sister-in-law made fun of me. She quit her job when she got married, and she will be a housewife from now on. I couldn't bear the thought of having one more person who would insult me every day. I couldn't take it anymore, so I talked to my brother. Hey, can you explain things properly? Mom, Dad, and Sarah are all assuming that I'm unemployed and pushing everything on me. It's impossible to balance work and this kind of situation. Even if I say something, no one believes me. I think only you can make them understand. I talked to my brother like that, but he just gave me a vague answer.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of explaining things properly at the right time. But I'm busy with work too, so I know I'm bothering you, Mia. I'm grateful for all the support you've given me. Thank you so much.
That's what my brother said, but I was gradually becoming dissatisfied with just those words. If you don't explain things properly, I'm leaving this house.
What? That's a problem. You're the one who's supporting us right now.
That's why I'm telling you to talk to them properly. If you do, I think Dad and Mom will be a little more understanding. If you don't say anything, I'll leave to maintain my proper work environment. I'll take everything in this house with me and sell the house.
Are you serious?
Yes, because everything in this house is mine.
Okay. I'll explain things properly.
My brother said that in a flustered manner. If I say this much, my brother will explain things properly. After a month, my brother still hadn't said anything to my parents and sister-in-law. I had had enough and started preparing to leave the house. My sister-in-law and parents often went out to eat together, so I had a real estate agent come over to appraise the house while they were out. Now I can sell the house anytime. Meanwhile, my brother was going on a business trip for about a week. It's not common for someone who just got married to be asked to go on a business trip. Perhaps my brother didn't want to be urged by me and was stalling for time. My trust in my brother was decreasing rapidly. And then, right after my brother left on his business trip, my sister-in-law suddenly came into my room.
Hey, what are you planning to do? Are you going to keep leeching off this house forever? You're eating into the money we should be using to live more comfortably. You money-eating parasite. You're unemployed and stay home and should pack up and leave.
That's what my sister-in-law said as she tried to kick me out. My parents nodded along. What were they thinking? But I had had enough. Fine, I'll leave right now. I immediately contacted a real estate agent. I was told that the procedures could be done immediately, so I decided to go there tomorrow.
Now we can finally get rid of the troublemaker.
It's good that Sarah came.
We were having trouble with this one too.
My parents laughed as they said that. It was too much. I was filled with anger. The next day, I finished all the procedures and moved out. My parents and sister-in-law told me to leave while they were eating out, so I was able to move everything at once. I also contacted a recycling company and sold all the furniture and appliances. As a result, there is nothing in the house. And for now, I stayed at a business hotel and started looking for a room for one person. As expected, a few hours later, my mother called me.
Hey. Why isn't there anything in the house?
Well, I bought everything.
What? Don't lie. Michael bought everything new, didn't he?
You guys seem to be misunderstanding. I paid for everything, including the house renovation, furniture, appliances, and living expenses.
You're telling such a stupid lie again.
My mother didn't believe me. Then, my sister-in-law took over the phone.
Hey. Do you think you can get away with this? I'll sue you.
Feel free to do so. You're the only ones who will be embarrassed. I have proof that the house is in my name and that I bought furniture and appliances with my credit card. When I said that, my sister-in-law was taken aback.
You're so confident.
Yes, because it's the truth. You can call the police or anyone you want. But I think you should check with your husband first. And then I reported to my brother via email that I had left the house and sold it. After about 10 minutes, my mother called me again. Her voice sounded quite urgent.
I heard from Michael that everything you said is true. Please, I'm sorry. Come back. We relied on your income, right? So please, we need to continue our life as it was. I'll apologize as many times as you want.
It's too late. How much have I explained to you guys? You didn't believe anything I said and treated me poorly. I can't forgive you. I've already sold the house, so just leave quickly.
What? You sold it? What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. Why don't you ask your son for help?
And rely on that kid who only makes $1,000 a month? We'll go bankrupt if we do that.
Then why don't you work? Stop relying on others and work for yourselves. Your bodies still work, don't they?
Don't say that.
My mother was crying.
Why did it come to this?
I could hear my sister-in-law's voice from behind. They were panicking, but it was too late. They should regret making me angry. I'm cutting ties with you. I hung up the phone. I then blocked their calls so I wouldn't have to deal with them anymore. After that, I decided to live overseas, taking advantage of my ability to work from home. That way, I wouldn't have to worry about being chased by my brothers. Since then, my brother has called me many times, saying he wants to apologize or meet me. I was sick of it. I also found out that my brother had been calling me unemployed to my mother and sister-in-law. He had said many things to me, like how grateful he was, but he had taken all the credit and talked behind my back. I can't trust someone like that anymore, so I decided to cut ties with him completely. Now I'm living a peaceful life overseas, working hard and enjoying my days. I'll continue to work hard and maybe try to find a partner in the future.
How was this story? Please subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.